Why are you still in pain after surgery? You followed the plan, you trusted the experts, but here you are, months, maybe years later, still suffering. If you're watching this, you've probably been told there's nothing we can do, but I want you to hear me loud and clear. That is not true. Hey, today we introduce you to Barbara. She had lower back surgery, then 8 long weeks of physical therapy. She did everything her doctors asked, and the therapist as well. And yet nothing changed. The pain was just as unbearable, the frustration just as overwhelming. She was losing hope until she found us. If this sounds like your story, you need to keep listening because today you're going to see that there is another way and you have nothing to lose except the pain.
Welcome to the Defeating Pain Podcast with Dr. Ted Arkfeld. If you're tired of treatments that just don't work, you're in the right place. Each week, we'll talk about new ways to beat chronic pain using at-home therapies. You don't have to go to the doctor to feel better. Let's help you start living pain-free. Now, here's Dr. Arkfeld.
I need you to know something. If you are still suffering after spinal surgery and multiple rounds of physical therapy, it's not your fault. You are not weak. You are not making it up. It means it's not in your head. It's in your brain. That's different. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. And you do not have to just live with it. Too many people are left stranded in the aftermath of failed surgeries. They wake up every day in pain. They lose sleep. They lose energy. And worst of all, they lose hope. Anxiety and depression kick in. The feeling that no one understands what you're going through. See, that's where Barbara was. And that's where thousands of people are. But it does not have to be this way. Here's the truth. The system failed Barbara, not her body, not her willpower, the system, our medical system. Why? Because traditional medicine has been using orthopedic approach to treat a neurological condition. It's like trying to fix software problem by replacing the keyboard. It doesn't work. Surgeries focus on structure, discs, joints, bones. Physical therapy focuses on mechanics, strengthening and stretching. But pain is in the nervous system. And unless you address that, you're just putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. That's why Barbara kept hurting. So when Barbara came to us, she wasn't looking for another false promise. She just wanted her life back. So we did something different. First thing I told her, I said the F word. I told her we could fix it. She had not heard that. I told her she was not going to have to live this way. At which point she started crying again. I said, we're going to get your life back. But see, we stopped treating her like a bad back and started treating her like a person that is neurologically starved. And that's what she was. We use art neurological therapy to jumpstart her nervous system, restoring the signals that her body had lost after surgery. And within weeks, just a few weeks, Barbara started feeling changes, real relief, the kind she never thought possible. She told me when she first came in that she wanted, one, to get out of pain or get that pain lower. And she was about a 7 or 8, a constant 7 or 8. Well, within 3 weeks, we had her down to a 3. I said, well, we got that taken care of. What's the next goal? I want to golf this summer. I said, okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go out, got to work on the short game, right? Work on your short game and putting. Do that for a couple weeks, and then we'll take it from there. You realize in another month, she was playing a full round of golf with no pain in her low back. If you're listening to this thinking, this sounds too good to be true, let me ask you this. How many times have you thought that before? How many times have you tried something new, hoping this time would be different, only to be let down? I see it all the time. I get it. That's why I want to do something different. That's why we do something different. So here's what I'm asking you to do right now. Step 1, subscribe to this podcast. If you're tired of dead ends and pain, this is where you're going to find real answers. Step 2, visit our website. The link is below. And schedule a no-charge virtual consultation with me. No strings, no pressure. Just a real conversation about what's happening to you and what we can do. Step 3. If you're not ready for that, drop a comment below. Tell me your story, because your pain is real. Your story matters, and you are not alone. You matter to me. So before we go, in our next episode, we're going to introduce another powerful lower back recovery story. But this time, we're going to talk about something different. This time, the patient went through laser therapy and spinal decompression and actually did get out of pain. But it came back in a couple months. We're going to tell you what we did differently to keep him out of pain. And by the way, that was a year ago, and he's still out of pain. So, until then, take action, take control. And remember, you have nothing to lose except the pain. See ya.